Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hola, senores.
Hola.
Welcome to another show of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, wherever you're listening from, because we know we've got listeners in Thailand and America and everywhere else. So, hello everybody. How are you all doing? Miki,
We're
how are
great,
you?
thank you. Well, mate,
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm Jolly Roger, rocking and rolling and
You're
spitting
Jolly
and
Roger.
bowling.
Easy, mate. Easy. Don't be giving away too much information.
Calm down, calm down.
How you doing, brother?
I'm alright.
How's the 635th of January treating you?
Fucking feels like it.
Doesn't it?
It's come down to selling shit on eBay to get money until Friday. So
Friday.
fucking hell. Yeah.
Payday Friday. I saw what I had. So last night I had, from the Christmas party that we had on Christmas Eve, last night I had the leftover freezer stuff, which was minted lamb kebabs.
Oh yeah.
Minted lamb kebabs, and the night before that I had a box of 10 duck spring rolls. So, and tonight,
10 all at once.
and then tonight's beans on toast, and I'm buzzing for it. Absolutely buzzing for beans on toast.
Bit of cheese.
Bit of cheese. Oh, love beans
What's the
on toast.
sauce? Bit of mustard. Lovely.
Oh, you got to put a bit of flavour in your beef.
Do you know what I had the other day? You know, you get the mini baguettes in Tesco. Like I got a tiger roll one, like tiger roll baguette. Oh, chopped it into 4, obviously. Cut it in half again. Bit of butter, Lurpak. Bit of fucking Cathedral City cheese. Bit of mustard, salt, pepper. Air fryer. Fucking 7 minutes. Mwah, mamma mia. Take it out, smother it in Worcester sauce. Oh, the best dinner I've had for months. I haven't had cheese and toast for such a long time.
Oh, I do love cheese and toast. Cheese, I like the crimp. I like toasty makers though. Do you know that crimp the ends?
Yeah.
Love that. But they were the like the 90s highlight for me.
But when your mum got that out of the cupboard,
Oh, Friday night. It used to be Friday night, and it used to be. I always remember. It used to be before. Remember the TV show Bad Boys? Bad Boys, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
So she used to make us them before that. I remember it used to be that. We used to watch it on Saturdays before Blind Date. So nostalgia 101 there.
Yeah, Blind Date, Gladiators. Mum, going to my room.
I'll tell you what. I've got a recipe for you, right? I made it a while back. Basically, because you said about a tiger bred blue. So you get a tiger bred bloomer, and basically a whole one, not a sliced one, a whole one. And you cut a tiny little hole, and I'm talking a hole about this big out of the top, the flat piece, yeah? Then you get inside and you pull all the dough out, you know? Pull all the dough out, so it's hollow inside. You've got like a hollow shell, yeah?
Yeah.
You put in there like meatballs, so meatballs, tomato sauce, onions, then a load of mozzarella in there. Bang it all back in the bread, right? But before you put that in, make some garlic butter, right? Get a spoon and then just lavish the inside of the bread of it. So just spoon it all around the inside of the hollow shell.
How are you doing this with a little hole like this? How are you getting the whole long thing from a little hole?
Okay, make a hole like this then, right? The hole can be as big.
Your hand in it and then scraping your arm, put your arm in the roll.
Yeah, so basically just pour the melted garlic butter in.
Yeah.
Spoon it all the way around the inside. Get some flavour going inside that bread. Right. Then get the meatballs, the meatball marinara, I will call it. Get it all in.
Yummy.
Shove a load of mozzarella in there. Whack it in the oven. 15 minutes. Bring it out and just slice it or just watch it pour out. Ooze, gushes. God, I love that. Oh, it's a foul word, isn't
It's gushing like a mother's pocket. Oh.
it? Oh, so January's a good month, isn't it? What's going on now? We got storm after storm,
Had 2 this
and then
week.
2. We're on the second one this week, tonight, next week, tomorrow. Last night. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we've got a couple of storms going on. That's one bad thing. I've got a bit of. I fell down a rabbit hole, and I want to talk about it, and I want to discuss it with you. I think it'd be a good topic to discuss.
Right.
So yeah, we've got storms. We got we're on the brink of World War III by the looks of it, with the whole NATO news and what's going on in Israel. I seen some big video the other day about NATO and basically saying you need to start preparing and all that sort of stuff, prepping as they call it, as the Americans call it. Our friends across the pond, they call it prepping.
Yeah.
And it just and then obviously we had the storms, and obviously certain places up north have been without power now for 3 days. Now, in that mind space, I fell down a rabbit hole of watching what is called preparation videos for any sort of any event, any unnecessary event that you have to be prepared for, that you're not necessarily prepared for. So I did it on a small scale, and I was thinking, okay, so there's been homes, an hour away from us, an hour and a half away, that have been without power for 3 days. And I thought about it, and I was like, my entire house runs off the internet. My entire house runs off the internet, or it runs off cables. So like, I've got a lamp here, and it's powered by USB. So I've got to plug that in somewhere. My gas and my central heating is run off an app. Do you know what I mean? Doorbell run off an app. So that's my security. All my cameras are via security, not via. So if my electric goes down tomorrow, and my wife goes to me, I'll turn the lamp on. I can't. Oh, okay. Okay, well my phone's running out of battery. That's right. We've got a power bank. Okay. And it's probably not charged because my wife drains it and never charges it again. So that's out of power. And I was thinking, okay, well, I've got a torch somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have anything. I've got no means of. If everything switches off in my house, so if I said to you, right, your power's going to go off now, have you got a torch?
I got 20 torches.
Fuck's sake! Can you give me a torch? I haven't got a torch. Hey, I bought you a torch, didn't I?
Yeah. I used it every day.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I've got a torch, but I'm sure it's a shit one. I think it's in the glove box of the car. So if the power went off, I'm fucked because everything in my house runs off the internet, and I haven't got access to run anything. So everything's down.
Yeah.
My cooker's electric. The stove, I can use a stove because you can turn the gas on and just get a lighter and click it that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to boil water. But I was like, everything. We're never prepared for any eventuality. In the UK, we are the worst. It snows, everybody panics. We're the worst panicked country going.
It's because we're the worst run country in Europe. That's why. But I will keep my mouth shut on the rest.
Yes, we're talking about survival now, Mickey. We're not talking about political impact.
Yeah.
But say, right, we went for a power cut, and we're talking a few days. Have you got things to keep you going? What's your plan? What's your go-to?
Well, I've got torches for light at night time.
Mm-hmm.
My car is not electric, so I can still drive somewhere. So that's good.
And charge. I can charge in the car. That's a good one.
Technically, yeah, you could plug bits into the cigarette lighter. So that's a plus for me and you. I have in the garden, in the shed, I have my camping stove and about 7 canisters of gas, so I could cook food because my hob is electric. So and the cooker is electric.
Mhm.
So yeah, that wouldn't work. But so I could still cook, like you could still cook. Um, is it the whole area or just my house?
It's the area. It's the whole area,
Oh,
isn't it? It's not
okay,
just
yeah.
your
So you
house.
couldn't
I
go,
mean, because
couldn't go
you
somewhere
couldn't
to
go.
charge stuff.
This
Okay.
is what I was thinking. Like, you couldn't go to that, like, sit in Costa all day and charge your laptop, all your power banks, and everything
Yeah.
that you need charging. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
that's what I mean. As an area, a nation, whatever, there's a whole blackout. Because that's the thing that's potentially being talked about
That
is
that that'll be
community blackouts.
that'll be the World War III. It won't be people getting killed. It will be gas, electric, internet all going off, and the world won't be able to cope without those things. Water going off, you know. So
But this is it, right?
that'll be it.
Like, for me, like, all the things that you don't think about that run off the internet, like my banking, for example. A lot of my money's sitting in my bank, but it's in my online savings account. So if I can't get onto the app to transfer it into my normal account so I can draw it out cash,
Can I say you can't?
you can't do it.
Yeah, because if the banks are down, they've got no electricity in the bank itself, so you couldn't go to your local bank and get it and transfer
I
it because
think
they wouldn't have power.
I think banks would be the first place to close though, because they'd be like, "Hold on a second, people are
Yeah.
not taking out their money. You're not taking
No.
your money. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
fucking wait."
Yeah, that's
Do
the
you know?
first thing. They always protect the banks, protect the economy first. So if there's no
Mhm.
economy, there's no fucking um, it just goes tits up, doesn't it? Really, everyone
But that's it though.
rebels
So
and riots, and you end
you
up like
can't
America.
access money. Yeah, you can't access. Yeah, and that's why it goes back to people fucking, like Americans do. They stash money in safes in their house because it's like, well, I trust a safe and a gun under my bed more than I do fucking my local bank.
I don't have a gun.
I don't. That's the thing. We are such a shit country. If anything really severely
We are a
went to
pussy
shit,
country. We are a
if
wet
anything went to shit here,
punch lasagna fucking country.
you're also not allowed to defend yourself as well.
No,
In your
someone
own
can come
home.
into your house, beat you up. If you touch him, you'll get arrested. So what the fuck? In America, you can fucking shoot them if they come on your land, in your front garden. You can shoot them, which I think it's that I don't know what that amendment about protecting your castle or
Fifth
something.
Amendment. Yeah, your Fifth
Oh,
Amendment.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but
It's your
yeah,
right to bear arms and your right to protect yourself against danger from others or
your
some
home
shit
is your
like that.
castle, and you are allowed to protect your castle at any means or something. Yeah,
I don't believe that has. I mean, it's
I
kind
think
of
that's
like
good. I
houses.
think that is good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
what
kind
we
of like
should have.
houses in America. Is once you own your house, you have the right to pass it on to family members, and that's why families live in the same house for generations in America.
Yeah,
However, here you don't own your house. You just
the bank owns
you,
your
you
house.
just you just pay rent to the bank, and then.
Yeah,
However, isn't it funny that a £250,000 house is technically, for as long as it's standing, each person lives in it for, say, I don't know, 30 years, and it's standing for, like, if you look at some of the houses that are a couple of hundred years old, that
yeah.
house has probably been sold 4 or 5 times over.
Oh, Niall's gone.
Oh, oh, back.
He's back.
What happened there?
He's just sold himself and come back again.
Yeah. But so those houses have been sold 4 or 5 times over. Anyway, we're digressing. So, survival.
Yeah, that's it.
In your means of survival,
Yeah.
are you and I'm talking shit hits the fan. Are you staying at home or are you trying to get to somewhere else? Like, because being at home is not safe because of areas that we live in and people just, looting houses. Are you trying to get to like the countryside and camp out, or are you sort of
No, fuck
staying at
that.
home?
I'm staying at home with my fucking baseball bats and big knives and fucking truncheons that I've got. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, you
I
ain't
don't have
getting
any
in
of
my
that shit.
house.
Honestly, here's me. I'll be going around with a little torch that I've got for the back of my car, just being like rubbing batteries together to try and get some more energy out of them.
No.
Like, because I was thinking, I need to get some shit, and I don't mean I fucking need to start building a bunker in the garden, but I was like, first of all, I need some torches for around the house. Second of all, a little camping stove is not going to do me any harm if I've got that tucked away. Like,
Yeah.
couple of canisters and a fucking little camping stove just in case. You know, water tanks, maybe like a couple of water things, like just collapsible waters.
You got one of them, but you don't go in.
I went in it yesterday.
Oh wow. We'll get on to that.
So yeah, I need to get. I've seen these white. Because if you want to listen to the radio, I was like, or fucking find out what's going on because you can't fucking switch your TV on. I was like, oh, maybe I need to get a radio. Fucking, do you know, on those wind-up ones?
Yeah.
I need to get one of them because you can charge your phone off them. They've got solar on them. You can listen to what's going on out there. In fucking, I don't know. Fuck it. I fell down a rabbit hole. I watched a lot of videos. I'm talking about midnight. So I fell down the late night rabbit hole of, oh my God, I have not got shit together like I think I have.
Yeah.
In case of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I need to get some, not survival, just some necessities in case of an eventuality.
Some alternative means, as it were.
Yeah. Just, a couple of torches, maybe a head torch, a little stove, a little wind-up radio so I can fucking charge things as well.
Yeah, because you get a power bank with solar bits on it, can't you? You stick it in the garden.
Yeah. Because I just thought, if everything went down in my house is it's just a shell.
Have you got a washing machine or a tumble dryer that's got Wi-Fi on it? Have you got one of those?
Yeah, so my washing machine's got Wi-Fi. All my cameras are on my Wi-Fi. My coffee machine is on the Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Fucking.
Ooh, look at
So
me.
all the Alexas, the lights are not. The lights are normal. They're just switches. You have to get up.
Oh, fucking hell. How'd you live, Niall? You got normal
I don't.
lights like the rest
I
of
don't.
fucking hell.
Switches on. But everything. No, but same as you though. Like most things that you have will be USB connected or they'll run off your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So if your power goes out, your Wi-Fi switches off.
Derry. Ah, you cunt motherfucking bitch. Oh, I just pulled my neck. You fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow.
These noises. Oh,
fuck
listeners.
Me. Sorry. Oh, that hurt.
Miss it.
Keep going, Jim, and I've probably hurt myself. Carry on. I'm going to find something that I saw online or on a YouTube video concerning power that I am going to get at some point.
Is it the big thing?
Basically on our subject that we're talking about. Oh.
So I was just like, I need to get a few items that I can. Also, like, I don't have a lot of tinned food. I was kind of thinking, maybe just stick a few extra tins in every week when I go shopping, just to put at the back of the cupboard. Because do
you ever buy tinned food, or is it just if you're going to eat it at that present time?
See, that's how we eat. So we eat based on the preparation for that week.
Okay.
So there's always going to be bags of pasta. We've got a couple of bags of pasta. Like maybe we've always got beans in and always got random bits like that, but not a lot.
No,
do you know what I mean? And like you said, anything in our fridge is technically perishable. It's gonna go out of date within the next 10 days anyway.
Unless you freeze it, but then again, your freezer wouldn't work because you wouldn't have power. Oh, it keeps going away again. It's back again.
You're living off tins, or so you've got to buy that kind of shit, stuff that's going to last long.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of that. I don't have.
But you'd have to go to the shop or plan in advance. Basically, like when we had COVID, you would stock up when you had COVID. When lockdown, I mean. When we would go to the shop, you would stock up on goods, things that would last. You'd leave your tins out and spray them with Dettol, wash them, put them in the cupboard.
My missus did that. She washed everything that come in the house.
I did that the first week, but then I didn't. But
then you were licking. Then you were licking bloody windows, public toilet seats.
Yeah. Oh, them idiots that did that online on TikTok originally. Fucking idiots.
So yeah, in COVID, that was kind of I think, but I think to me, I think COVID was a sign of what's to come.
Or
I'm
what could
not a
happen.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist by all means, but I am a
No.
person that is very
Sorry.
drawn in by it. Like, especially when, like one of the leaders of NATO was like, listen, World War Three could potentially happen within the next 5 years. It's inevitable. Something big's going to happen, and it pisses me off because this whole, and I don't think World War Three is going to be one of those wars that, like World War Two, like big grandeur, lots of troops. I think
No.
World War Three is going to be like you said. It's going to be cut the oil, cut the water supply, cut the food chain,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be literally, because each of these nations have got the power to push a button, and that
Survival of the
irritates me.
fittest. No,
No,
there's only three. China,
yeah,
Russia, and America are the ones with nuclear weapons. We ain't got them anymore. I'm sure we got rid of ours
but
because we're
what gives
pussies.
what gives people the right though? What gives people the right to have that threat? I think is literally it's holding a nuclear weapon is like a toxic relationship. It's like, don't you fucking dare, because I'll press it. You keep pushing me, and I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and I'll text this girl back. She's
Do
ready.
you know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
fucking narcissistic relationship. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, who gives one person the right to? Yeah, I've seen them anchor things. Yeah, the anchor. Yeah,
You get like 3 weeks of charge out of that. I don't know how much they are. I saw it in a YouTube video. Someone was using it. Yeah,
how much
so
are they? You're talking like a couple £100.
let me just have a look while we're on
I
here.
think I've seen them on Amazon that you can get.
Oh, are
It's
they?
like there's a black and orange one that was like £120.
Anquar, is it? Anquar. I can't fucking spell.
I think I've got an Anchor power bank.
It's been searched on Amazon because it's on there. But no, it's not on Amazon.
No similarities or anything.
No.
I
Anchor.
imagine it's a heavy old thing, isn't it?
Power bank. Backup for power snowstorms. There we go. It
Yeah.
is £1,800. Maybe
Fuck
we'll
off.
get one of them then.
I'll find one. I'll find one for you. Let me find one cheaper for you.
That's not
The
even.
thing is, you're going to be charging that. You're going to be charging that any place but home. You're going
For
to be like,
fucking week. You're going to
you're
be
going to be like,
taking it to
listen.
Costa. You're going to go in Tesco and plug it in somewhere, hide it and leave it. Amazon. You don't sell it on Amazon. No, you don't. Stop showing you do.
You could literally, you'd be like, I'm going to go and work in Costa today and
Oh,
just
no, no,
plug
no, no,
this.
no. Wait there. Here we go. I found it on their actual website. Look at the price.
Yeah,
That's
see, not that
doable.
much. Yeah.
£189. In a couple of months, I might actually get one, like you say, just as backup, because I could take that anywhere, wherever I am, and plug in normal plugs,
Yeah.
USBs, normal plugs,
Yeah.
USBs, all them different ones. 256 kilowatts. Wow. I'm gonna bookmark that page.
He's bookmarking it, listeners.
I am.
Mickey's bookmarking a page.
I am putting that down on that list.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, isn't it, that you don't really prepare for these eventualities happening.
No,
But
you can't.
you can't prepare for them, but you
You
can
don't know
have
how it's
some.
gonna go down.
No, but you can have a few measures in place to make things a tiny bit easier. Like you said, if you had one of those and we was without power for 2 days, you've got means to power.
You're laughing. You could charge everything. Not necessarily. You wouldn't have to. What you could technically plug your telly in, I suppose, but you wouldn't probably want to do that. You'd not open your fridge or freezer. You get your gas stove out. You charge your phone. Maybe plug in you'd have a radio on your phone, don't you? All the apps and stuff. So you plug
Would it
your
work,
internet
though?
in. You plug your internet in, so you could use your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a couple of days there, easy of the sort of every day-to-day essentials that
Can you
we have.
imagine, though, if the society of today had to go back to basics, how do you think society would cope? And I'm talking the youth, the younger, anything sort of 40 and below would have. How do you think they would be if they had to go back and work on the land?
No,
Because
I would say
foods.
20 and below. I would say
No, but
20 and below.
can you imagine going back? I think a reset for society is probably a good thing of saying, listen, you need to learn to go back to basics.
We had that with
You need to
lockdown
learn.
though, and COVID. That reset a lot of things in this world. Made everybody
But
everything a better place because they made everyone appreciate their loved ones because some of them were dying and gone. But I know what you're saying, yeah. A
yeah, and
reset
I
within. Yeah, but you're not going to get that because the youth of today are fucking pathetic. They're all offended by the grass and the air,
and
and then
it's the
everyone has to
entitlement, isn't
bow
it? It's
down
kind
to
of
them.
like
It's
it's kind of like,
pathetic.
hold on a second, I didn't plan this war. You should pay me to stay at home. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like,
Furlough me, Army General.
do you
You
know
know
what
what
I
I
mean?
mean?
Like, no, I will not go and stand on a battlefield. I want paying to stay at home. I don't know if you're thinking about me, right? And my mental health.
Yeah,
Do
my
you
mental
know
health
what
is
I
going
mean?
to suffer from being shot at. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
just
hang
like
on.
everybody else, then, yeah.
They
Do
can't even
you
wash
know?
up the youth of today or put their fucking clothes away or do any ironing, let alone figuring out how to survive. It's the most pathetic generation with this country and other
This is what I
countries has
mean.
probably ever seen.
You take a 20-year-old's vape, his vape away from him, and his Xbox, he's fucked.
Yeah, or his phone.
You're just gonna have like really sort of anxious kids just staring at brick walls, going, or literally, can you imagine handing like
It's
a
not
bunch of
fair.
18-year-olds? Can you imagine handing them a jigsaw and be like, "This is the entertainment for this evening, lads"?
Yeah.
Like, or just I just think, yeah, like people wouldn't understand or wouldn't really know what to do in that situation because they'd go, hold on, we're relying on somebody else for the answers. It's like, sit tight, lads. We're gonna get some money through in a bit. Do you know what I mean? Let's get a couple of cans and wait for this all to blow over.
Sit in the Winchester.
Oh, exactly that, exactly that. Although it wouldn't be like the Winchester, it'll be someone's kitchen, and it'll be a crate of Strongbow and a load of disposable vapes.
And that's our
Do you know?
future.
That is it. That's it. We're putting the future into these idiots' hands. It's like it's fucking mental.
I think
You
I
just
think
get.
something will have to be done to have a reset of the mentality of this country
I think the world in
because
general.
it no, I don't care about the rest of the world. Poland is fucking awesome. Google everything about Poland, how their country is run, their prime minister or president or whatever they have. Fucking top bollocks for Poland. Awesome country.
But
So
then you got to think a lot of countries like that. Do you know, like, and I'm not saying I'm not agreeing with it, but do you know, like, there's certain countries like Russia, like North Korea, or all these places that people go, or like Dubai, where it's a country that says, "Do as you're fucking told."
yeah,
And
I love that.
I don't mean in a way of trying to control you, because
No,
these countries are not controlling their people. I mean,
these are our
North Korea is a little bit
rules,
different,
and this is what you
but
stick by.
do you know what I mean? Like, do as
Yeah,
you're fucking told. You no, you're not. Like, you're gonna fucking work. Like, no, you're not gonna fucking complain because you're fucking not happy with the way that somebody addresses you. You're gonna do as you're fucking told.
yeah.
Can you imagine like going up to Vladimir Putin and going, "So I actually identify myself as a day." You just be
As a
like,
day.
and don't get me wrong,
I do
identify yourself
carbs.
as what you want. That's your story. You crack on with it. I'm not fucking entertaining it. But it's just like I think society's too soft. Everybody's like everybody moans about everything. They moan. Gives honestly give a person to moan and it's like they'll get you cancelled.
Yeah. But do you think that if they did go to arms, as it were, with soldiers, do you think they would change the rules or the laws about getting soldiers if there wasn't enough?
No, I think they should. start going back to the whole it's your national insurance number on what you're call on your call up, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I think it. I would somebody. It might be an old wives' tale, but I was always told that the letter at the end of your national insurance number
Yeah.
is the order that you're called up to arms.
Nice D there.
Yeah,
For me.
I'm B. So
You're first, man. See you later, Niall. I'll run this podcast. See you later.
I it might be an old wives' tale, but
Yeah, I
that's
think so.
somebody I heard that somewhere, and that was like the whole thing. No, I think they should call people. They should call people up,
I don't.
and no matter who you are, where you're from, and what you do, it should be if you can help your country that's been holding you for all these years, and you're going because you get all these people. I'm proud to be English and all that sort of stuff, and I'm proud to be British. And I'm not just talking. I'm not just talking in bad matters, but just in the nation sense, of being patriotic and being a royalist and all that jazz. Like, but then you go, yeah, but would you do this for your country? It's like, nah, I wouldn't do that. You wouldn't catch me doing that. No, me at war? No, dear.
Not for me. See,
Honestly,
I'm proud to be English. I'm not proud to be British, although I'm not actually proud to be English at the moment either. Our country is not worth fighting for at all. There's nothing great about Great Britain anymore. So I don't agree. If we had a country that was good, like in the old days, with with the correct traditions that we used to have that made our country great, and I'm talking maybe even 30 years ago, 20 years ago even, it is nothing like it is now. So even back then, maybe,
it is.
you know,
It's a lot. It's a lot of negativity in the world at the moment. So you've got conflicts in multiple areas of the world going on. So that's one big thing. Multiple conflicts. You've got financial crisis going on all over the place. There's talks about a recession within the next couple of years, and that's something that will affect us all. You know, you've got fucking viruses spreading like fucking wildfire. You've got natural disasters. You've got our weather that's literally as confused as everything else. I don't know how we went from last week from being at -5 to now we're back up to. I looked at my car the other day; it said 9 degrees. How does it shift within a matter of days? And then you've got migrant issues that is going on all over the world, not just in our country. It's going on everywhere, and it's like,
apart from
hold
Russia.
on a second. Yeah, bar fucking Russia.
Putin,
Everyone's
you ain't coming in my fucking country. Okay, I'll stay away.
It's just there's a lot of it's all negative, isn't it? It's all fucking negative. And apparently, some from today, so the doomsday clock is now classed at 90 seconds to midnight. That's what it's set at based on all the bad things going on.
So 10:30.
Obviously, 90 seconds to midnight. Yeah. So
So what's that mean?
so it's based on the facts of the globe at this moment in time. It's not changed apparently in the past 5 years. It's still always been at 90 seconds, but it's moving.
Right.
It's a lot to explain. Go and have a look at the doomsday clock and how they figure out what would be. And basically, the end of the doomsday clock is technically the world's largest natural disaster.
Oh.
Don't quote me on facts because people are listening to this going,
to
Niall knows what he's talking about. He doesn't. He
if
listens
it gets-
to shit and he repeats it.
If it gets to midnight, we're fucked then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'll be asleep. It's fine.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, if anything was to go down like that, I think I just want to be asleep.
I suppose, yeah.
Because if someone said, right, well, you say there was a siren, there wouldn't be a siren.
I heard a siren the other week at Billin. You know when they were flooded and evacuated?
Yeah, they had a siren.
I was coming home from work and there was a siren all over
Air siren.
this area. Yeah. I heard it at Western Favour when I was getting petrol. I heard it when I was
I
driving
know.
home, and I thought, "What's that?
I
Are
know
we being
London
bombed
have
by
got
the Germans?"
sirens. London have got air sirens. Yeah,
The
they've got
air
them.
raid siren, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
they've
wasn't
got them.
like that. It was like a very low monotone siren, but it was definitely, yeah, like an evacuation
Siren. Yeah,
siren
yeah.
sort of thing, yeah.
You just
Strange.
think, right? All those years ago, when people went through the Blitz and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
you must just think they were a different generation.
Mm. Having to
Can
stay
you
in bunkers underground.
fucking tube stations and train stations and
Yeah.
kids like imagine today? Even if you looked at Children's Day and said like, listen, it's not safe where we are. I'm going to ship you off
On a
to the
train.
country, and I'll see you next year. It's if I see you next year.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're different. How they there was no room for complaining back then. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you didn't complain because that's just how it was. There was
For
no
everybody.
giving in. The rules were the rules, and this is how the country was run. This is how it needed to be run, and that's it. There was no give and take. There was no,
I remember going.
you know.
I remember going to a museum when I was a kid, and we got one of the ration books as like a
Yeah,
souvenir
yeah, yeah.
of what they would
An
actually get per
example, yeah,
week, and it'd be like, and this was like a week's worth, so it was like 1 pint of milk, 1 loaf of bread, 1 quarter of cheese,
yeah.
and it's like, can you imagine just telling the parents or people of today going, yeah, this is it for a week, go on, fuck off. Like they'd be like, this is not fair. This is not. No, this is not on.
They'd be fighting in the car parks, wouldn't there?
Can you imagine taking Just Eat away from people? I mean, some people fucking need it, but you take it away from them, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
and they
crazy.
had fuck all. They had nothing. They were lucky if they had a fucking radio.
Exactly. They didn't have tellies. They had a radio, and the kids, like you say, kids had a like a pen and paper maybe,
If that,
if that. Yeah, they made their own
the
like
entertainment.
entertainment outside.
Kids used to fight with
Definitely.
sticks. I used to
Yeah.
fight with sticks. We used to have
Yeah.
sword fights and
Used to pretend I was
fucking.
Donatello from the Turtles.
Oh, we used to do all sorts. I rem- I remember as kids, we used to pretend we had motorbikes. We used to run around the street going, rum, rum. So
Yeah. Or
it's
you used to put them little clips on your spokes
a bottle.
that
Put a bottle.
or bottle and it
It's a
goes,
bottle.
yeah, it made it sound like a motorbike. Yeah.
Oh God, see, but
Simple
there was no
times.
room for complaining back then. So you had
No,
the
you get
Blitz and all
slapped.
that, and you just think how they did it. I think, and no wonder the elder generation look at the younger generation and go, "You've not got a fucking clue."
I do that
Like
now,
you've,
and I'm not that old.
yeah, I always say you're old if you fucking, you know, if you look at the younger generation and go, you're fucking wasting it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sat in your room playing your Xbox all fucking day. I was,
What game are you playing?
oh yeah, I was gonna
Let
say
me
I've
have a
just
go.
bought it. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's mental to try and comprehend that if anything ever happened, I just think as a nation we'd just be too panicked. We'd need a week to try and process it. Like COVID. COVID happened in stages. Like I remember the first week of the bulletins. Do you remember the
That was
proper
interesting. It was like, oh, this is a
like
novelty.
and I remember obviously the Queen coming on and obviously going, hold on a second.
Go,
The Queen's
Chloe.
never yeah, the Queen has never addressed a nation as quick as that. And it was like because it was like a week after lockdown that she's basically said like, you're gonna be at home for a little while, guys, so listen, people, get your cards, get your scissors. We're going to do some cutting and sticking.
It's craft time with Queenie.
Yeah. So, but you just think, like, we went back to that. And I remember at that point was going, oh shit, this is. Because I remember coming home from work. I remember food shopping, coming home from work, normal food shop. And I remember thinking, oh, fucking hell, I've got this to do tomorrow at work, and blah, blah, blah. And then it just happened. It's like, you're not going anywhere tomorrow. You're staying at home.
Hmm.
And it was just for you. It was different. You had to go to work every day, but
But it made it easier that everything was shut, so there was nowhere to go apart from B&M or the supermarket.
yeah, everybody's gardens looked brilliant, and everyone started decorating.
hmm Yeah, but that's what it would be like if there's another war, because it will be forced into that. A lot of places will shut, a lot of shops, and like who if there's a war going on, do you think go-kart tracks are going to be open? No. Cinemas are going to be closed. You know, things like that.
No,
They won't be open. So a lot of them will close down. So the fun bits, bowling won't be there. I doubt.
this the cinema industry nearly ended, didn't it? It nearly collapsed at the end of COVID. It pretty much did
Yeah,
it.
I think it's nearly on the way anyway. Certain ones like Cineworld anyway, because it's a fucking rip-off. But,
It's one of those things that you just don't. I think that we all took COVID as a bit of a leisurely holiday, and rather as a lesson to realise that something like that makes the world stand still.
and do you know the sad thing is, if all this happens, how the fuck are people going to order Amazon parcels? I mean, your internet's not going to work. They're not going to receive your order. What's going to
Am-
happen?
Amazon will be coming round like the fucking Provident lady.
Do you want a parcel?
Coming, so yeah, they'll be coming round with
With a little
catalogues.
book catalog, yeah. Well, do you want to order something? Yeah, I'll go get it in a week.
Amazon's the new Avon. Just like
Yeah,
it's like, oh god, like people like ordering, yeah, because everybody, like I said again, everybody lives off the internet. You all people do their shopping online, they
food
do their
ordering.
banking online, they pay their bills online. Like no one's got a checkbook anymore. No one goes to the bank to pay in money to pay their mortgage or anything. You just transfer it.
Yeah, it's transferred. Yeah,
That's what I mean. Everybody lives off the internet. These handheld devices that we sit and look at every day, like most of your life is in fucking that thing.
Do you know? Do you know what they got it right in America? They don't call it a mobile phone, do they? What do they call it?
Cell phone.
Cell phone. And what happens if you're in a cell? You're in jail. These are our prison. We're
I've
addicted to
seen
it.
it.
We are trapped in the cell of this device that we hold 1 foot from our bodies, from our face.
Because you are. You're just in it. You're so engrossed in it. Like
Advert comes on the
again,
telly, yeah? Pick your phone up, don't you? Like you're watching a program, advert comes on, get your phone up. Someone pauses a film on Netflix to go toilet, pick your phone up. Yeah,
you go toilet. Let's be all honest. You take your phone to the toilet.
yeah.
You get out of the shower because you've had a shower and you haven't looked at your phone in a couple of minutes. You pick it up, look at it. All these things. And people. I think separation anxiety from things like technology is a real thing.
I
You know,
like when I'm busy doing something like ghost hunting or something, and I'm not on my phone for a couple of hours, or if I'm underground like I was the other day
Hmm.
in a war bunker. We should talk about that because we're talking about
We
war.
should talk about that.
Yeah,
Bunkers.
bunkers.
I
Yeah,
wonder if they're for sale.
yeah. Can I move in? But yeah, and just like a couple of hours, you think, oh, feels nice not to look at my phone. You know, the longest people probably ever don't look at their phones will never sleep throughout the day.
They're asleep or they're on a plane.
Yeah, because it doesn't really work.
Well, this is it, right? It doesn't work while you're on a plane. Like you can
No.
look at stuff you downloaded and shit, but you're not looking at the things that are trying to draw you in. Or like apps are trying to draw you to buy stuff. And oh my god,
And
you
listen.
think about like I hate that whole thing of thinking about something and then you see it.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram are bastards for that. They know what we're
But
thinking. They're
but then
listening.
that is that World War Three? Is the collapse of the whole in is not about fighting, it's not about conflict.
Normal
It's about
society.
turning off the taps. It's about unplugging, do you know what I mean? Unplugging the main router, just saying to you, no, fuck you. You're not having our oil. No, fuck you. Like we're taking our satellite down.
Yeah.
Like
It will be. It will be that. That's how it will be. We won't have to die. We won't have to go somewhere. They would turn everything off, so we turn on ourselves and our people that live near us. That'll be the wars because we're desperate for things like Walking Dead. We'll be going around trying to find food, and if you're there already, they'll try and kill you for it. That's how it will
Mhm.
be.
That's the only thing. That's the main thing I was talking about. Is I feel like people, if someone said to you like, "Oh no, you can't drive because there's no fuel. You've run out of fuel within the first fucking 2 days,
Mm.
so you've got to walk now. You've got to walk 7 miles to go and find something,
It's not
or
safe.
you've got to like, or you've got to you've got to get off your ass and you've got to go outside and you've got to cook on a stove in the garden
All the
because
fatties are fucked, aren't they?
all the electrics off. Like no, there is no heating, so you're gonna fucking have to make yourself warm.
Yeah.
Like all these things that we take for granted, like, and everyone will just be saying, "Oh, switch it back on." Just fucking. This is the government do nothing. They do nothing. They're not switching it on for us. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna be wanting fucking Boris at your door with cheeseburgers, handing out Happy Meals to everybody. Like you just take away things, and it's like medicine. I think in the UK we take the NHS for severe granted.
Mm.
I really do. I really feel that we take it for granted, and we take it for granted as much as we expect to be treated when we're ill. We expect to be treated right away.
Mm.
As soon as they say to you, the amount of people that I've heard going like, "Oh yeah, I've been told I've got to wait a couple of weeks, or I've got to wait for this, or you know, I've got blood test results and they've took 3 weeks." It's like, you go and work in pathology then. You go fucking do it and see how busy they are.
Yeah.
Like no one appreciates what society do for them until they need them.
Do you know how they would improve the NHS though? With all the people coming here, if you don't have a national insurance number,
You
you
got to
have
pay.
to pay for your service. So for whatever reason you're in our country, if you work, then you have a national insurance number. If you don't work, you're on benefits, or you're coming over, you're illegal. For whatever reason, you have treatment for free that stops someone who pays their weekly wage or whatever to the NHS. You have to pay for it.
Hmm.
There you go. Do you know how much fucking money they would get to help pay for these fucking junior doctors that are fucking off every week on strike? The bastards. People like that. It would improve. They could build more hospitals. They could hire more staff. They wouldn't stretch. The NHS wouldn't be as stretched as it is now. And then if there was a time when you really needed help, you would get it. There wouldn't be like corridors full of fucking beds for days
It's
and
the same
days,
as people that abuse the NHS.
and the benefit
And
system.
I'm talking. No, but I'm talking about people that not the benefits. I mean, that's a whole different kettle of fish. And fuck
That's
me,
next week.
that's that's next week's entire episode. But I'm just talking people that are constantly draining it. Like I've been to A&E on a serious measure, and I've seen people that are pissed in there. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Charge them if you're drunk and you're in A&E. Charge them.
I
Don't get no
remember
free
I
beer.
remember seeing, and I know this is completely different, but I remember seeing when I went to A&E once. I think it's when I took my daughter. Um, but I remember seeing a bunch of pissed up lads, and they all ordered a takeaway to A&E. One mate was pissed and fell over, and I think he cut his eye or something like that. Right,
Yeah.
the rest of them were all sat there munching on Dominoes inside A&E, and nobody's batting an eyelid. No one's going like, or people sat there charging their phones coming into A&E. You know, it's the same with the homeless crisis, though. That's another thing that pisses me off. Last week, it was -5, so they said we're going to open the cold night shelters
Yeah, yeah.
so the homeless don't have to sleep outside. Why not fucking leave them open all the time? How about so basically you're saying it has to get to a minus number before you think that these people that are fucking on their bones of their asses deserve a warm night's sleep?
To be honest, a lot of homeless people refuse help like that. I mean, I don't know too many, but what the reports I've read and heard, a lot of them don't want to be in there. They don't think that they want to lower themselves. It's like you're in a
because you're
car with a
being, yeah,
boss. Fucking hell,
I
go
know,
into
but
that.
it's
It's a
being judged,
price,
right? It's
depending.
being
Yeah,
judged for wanting to use these services. It's like, I remember that they were giving out like flats and stuff during COVID, so these rough sleepers weren't sleeping rough because
oh yeah.
there was no passing people to support them. You know,
Mm.
like I've seen homeless guys, especially in my local supermarket. There's a homeless guy who sits outside there, and I'm talking. By the time I've been in and done my shopping and come back out, and I always now and again I do buy something. My daughter likes to give money, so that's another nice thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see by the time I come back down, he's got a pile full of stuff that people have bought for him, generously have bought for him.
Yeah.
And I think, fuck me. If I sat out there on a Monday morning, I can get my entire shopping list. Can you imagine, like, is there anything that
Pile
you
the
want?
list up.
Is there anything that you want? And you just look at your list like, dishwasher tablets. Wait, what? Yeah, dishwasher tablets.
There's a homeless man that sits outside the entrance of Wellingborough Tesco after I go gym and that I come back,
Mhm.
and he sits there with his sleeping bag, basically right in the sheltered entrance,
Mhm.
and he has like loads of crisps and sandwiches and cakes, everything always sat there around him, and I'm like, fair play. I hope you are homeless. But that's where I would be. I would be in nice places like Sainsbury's and
I
Wilko.
hope you are homeless.
Yeah, because you get these
Oh,
people that
you mean like the Londoners that do it?
the scavengers. Yeah,
London, quite a few famous people in London that have basically got very, very nice lifestyles, and they basically
they beg.
get dressed up to look homeless and go and sit outside on Oxford Street or in Knightsbridge, because if you can sit there for long enough, you're going to
Fucking
start making
coin.
some money.
Yeah.
It's, wow, mad world we live in, isn't it? Is the fact that we fucking go through this shit. Everything this week has just been flooding in news wise. It's just been
Niles
negative and
absorbed it
fucking
and
yeah,
needed to
yeah.
get it out.
I have absorbed the sort of society that we live in. That because obviously on all these videos that I've watched of World War Three is coming and blah blah blah, you've got after one positive comment, you've got 10 other comments basically just spouting shit, and I like. Oh God, it's just the world we live in. It's fucking mental. And I just think this is the world that in 30 years' time, that, uh, 20 years' time, my daughter's going to be the same age as me or whatever. And I think this is the world. What is the world going to look like in 2044? Or,
I bet my hips
oh,
fucked.
yeah. I wonder what episode will be on then.
Who are you? Yeah.
We'll be talking, fucking 2044. We'll be talking about fucking hemorrhoids and gout.
Yeah, and amputations.
Talking about blood pressure medication.
Fucking hell. Hope not.
Oh god. Sat here drinking Ovaltine.
No, Ovaltine Light. Let's go.
Ovaltine Light.
There won't be drinks then. There'll be fucking little IV drips that you just put your food in and go straight into your blood. You don't need to worry about drinking. So.
Have you seen? So I've seen these. Just as we're talking about drinking and eating, I've seen these things. So the video come out today. NHS are trying it. So basically, they're talking about these capsules that you swallow and that you absorb. As soon as they hit your stomach, they expand and open, and they fill with the liquid. So they fill with water and it expands as a balloon in your stomach.
Okay.
Which is technically how gastric surgery works.
Yeah.
Is that basically rather than tying a knot, they put a balloon in it, and this balloon fills with liquid, and basically stops you from being hungry.
Okay.
So that I've seen that today. I was like, Wow. So we've gone from people having their stomachs tied to people now swallowing fucking balloons.
Yeah, but you can have a gastric sleeve as well when they basically take most of the stomach away, and you have like one mouthful and then you're full up. How are you going to ever get the nutrients needed? You're going to have to be on a liquid like vitamin diet. Otherwise, your body is not going to get it from food.
Is it sustainable though? Like I always
You're
think about
skinny.
this, and I get it. I get it as a fucking dad with the dad bod of fucking hell training solid this week, mind you. Fuck me, man. I am hurting here,
Yeah. My
everywhere.
neck.
But yeah, I get it. Like, you know, but why do people never say enough's enough? Why is that too hard to say for some people? Why is no such a hard decision to make?
Because everyone
Is it
feels
because of
they have the right to say.
is it because of entitlement that you feel that you
Yes.
deserve?
Yeah.
Like,
Why should I stop eating and kill myself?
no, but why is it
should be
like,
allowed to do that. You know?
oh, it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Oh, I can't be bothered to cook. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just order a pizza. Like,
Excuse me.
why do you not have the mindset? And I get it. I've done it. I've been there and done it. I'm guilty of it. But why is the mindset not to say, no, you fucking idiot. It's fucking Tuesday night. You've already bought food for this week. Get your fucking lazy ass into the kitchen. If you're hungry, cook some food. Or if you're feeling fucking sluggish and bloated, go for a walk. Like, just get up out of your current position, put your shoes on, put your headphones in, and go for a walk for an hour. Why does no one think like that? Like, you should have a go button. Everyone has to motivate themselves to do something. It's like, oh, in New Year, I'm going to get fit.
No, you're not.
Okay. Why not now? Why not now?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. What an episode of just fucking railing off the fucking shit of January.
I cooked a stir fry today for lunch after the gym.
Oh,
Nice egg
I haven't.
noodle chicken stir fry.
Oh,
Nice.
well, listen, it's
Chili
January, right?
sauce.
I'm actually going to be honest to say I've not eaten today. I'm looking forward to. I'm bossing this beans and toast straight off. Straight to this beans and toast in a minute. I've got the final episode. No, I've got the final episode and a bit of Fool Me Once to finish.
Ooh,
So I'm going to go and do that now.
It's getting good, isn't it?
It's getting good, but my mind's just like I thought I had it
Who
clued
killed
out,
Joe
and then
at this point? Who do you think killed Joe at this point?
I don't get. Stop
No, just
it.
asking. All right.
I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Listen, we'll have this discussion when I've finished.
Okay.
But basically,
Next week.
we'll discuss it next week. So yes, I'm gonna go and eat my beans and toast. I'm gonna go and make that. I'm gonna sit down. I've already done my workout today. I've done all my work, done all my washing, done all the dad stuff. Fucking, I've had my moan. I've had my rant. I'm gonna go and buy a wind-up radio and possibly a couple of torches. Those little ones off TikTok look quite advertising.
They're well good. I used them on Saturday.
The clip ones, the little.
Yes, I have one. Right there. I'll get it now and fucking blow your head off.
Here we go, people. This is a little sales pitch for Mickey. Mickey now works for TikTok Shop, and he's going to give us a little demonstration.
He's gonna love it. He's gonna like it. Right. Here we go. So, this one you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, this little one.
it's got a clip on the back.
Yes, magnetic, and like
And a little
belt.
stand, carabiner,
Yes, that.
and a little stand. How powerful is it? Come on. Do the back of your room. Oh shit, that's well good.
it's good, isn't it?
How much was that? Like £1 or something. Yeah. Right, I'm ordering a few. It was fine. I seen a deal. It was 5 for a tenner, so I'm gonna do the deal and get 5 of them.
They're fucking amazing. Yeah, Mark gave me one while I was underground because he had 3 of them. Because I went to Kelvin and Hatch nuclear war bunker in Essex. Never been Essex before. Went to Brentwood. Yeah, I went to the Towie place. No, I didn't really. It was in Brentford though. Brentwood, I mean. So yeah, 200 foot below the ground, 3 floors, 50 rooms.
How'd you get down
Wow.
there? Ladder.
You go through the door.
Oh, is it like that down?
So basically, there was a house. This family owned the land from like time ago. When the Cold War, they thought it was going to happen. The government, as they had power, because the possibility of a war, they're allowed to go anywhere and basically take control of your land, your property. They paid this family, like on their farmland, we want to buy this land, and we are going to put a bunker in it. So yeah, they paid top dollar for it. They built this bunker. Obviously, the Cold War didn't happen, but it could have done. There were people working down there, all the army, the navy, the air force, everybody, like the home guard or whatever it was back then. So they were all working there. They had enough supplies if the bombs, like the nuclear bombs, went off, to stay down there for 3 months. Enough water, electricity, food, beds, 600 people they could get down there. So basically, there was, for that area, that's where the government would be. But there was about 12, I think, bunkers like this placed around the country. So if someone else, say the other bunker fell in, they would take over that area as well. So the government would still run, but it'd be run from underground, basically. So all the
Yeah, like
control.
Churchill's bunkers. Churchill had bunkers, didn't
Yeah, but this is fucking huge. Anyway, when the Cold War didn't happen, it was all basically sold back to the family, and now there's a man that owns it, obviously one of the family members, and he just rents it out as tourism. It is fucking amazing. I've never been there before.
he?
It's very
He should
active.
start basically setting up rooms and going, I'll sell you this room if needed at any point.
Yeah. You wait till the government take it back again. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, they will. Of course, that sort of stuff. They'll be like Drakelow tunnels.
Oh, I love that place. I'm so pissed off they stopped.
No, but can you imagine
that?
That place is monumentally massive, isn't it? It's huge.
Oh yeah, you get lost in there. Yeah, it's pitch black. No matter what time of day, you're never getting out.
But what I'm saying is, if it was ever needed, a place like that would accommodate a lot of people.
Oh yeah, they had BT down there. They had Rover building engines and vehicles for the war in Drakelow tunnels as well. Yeah.
So you think of something that big for size of population, you could fit a few thousand people down there.
See, everybody is thinking above land. When you build a house, you build property. What's wrong with underground? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Why not? You can't see it. No one knows you're there. I would love that. I would love watching these videos on TikTok and that, and people find these bunkers in the house they bought, and it's under their kitchen when they take the floor up and they find a manhole cover.
People are building bunkers though. People are having these. There's companies out there that basically got a shell with a set of stairs that go like that.
Yeah.
And then they just basically dig the hole, put the bunker in. There's your bunker.
Put in the electrics
Fill it
and
in.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, put the soil back on top, turf it for you, and then all of a sudden you've got this hidden bunker that nobody can see.
Fucking love that.
But I think with America is America are taking Walking Dead a bit too seriously. Do you know what I mean?
They always believe in a zombie apocalypse. It's like in their local laws, they really think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Anyway, on that note, people, I'm about to go off and have my beans on toast and boss that shit off.
Oh, he's definitely going now. Yeah.
Guys.
I'm fucking hungry.
I'm starving. I'm fucking starving. Look at me. This hoodie's a fucking large, mate. I'll fit to a medium now. No, guys, on that note, people, thank you for joining us another week of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Getting ever closer to that episode 100, coming very, very soon.
Big change. You're still waiting for your vocals, Niall. Don't mind.
Big change. Still waiting for my vocals. I'll get them done at some point.
Well,
guys.
Done before fucking 99. Tell you that.
Listen, and on that note, Mickey, deuces.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.